What does it mean to thrive as a human? Well, we know there's two essential elements. First is to be meaningfully connected to relationships with others, and second, to be meaningfully connected to our sense of purpose and meaning. Well, I'm really excited to introduce you to Forte. It's a mental wellness benefit that unlocks the inner strength of organizations by actually serving every single employee. We enable every employee to connect with our certified trained guides so they can process the things that matter to them and to be able to be reconnected to things that help them thrive both personally and professionally. But unfortunately, we know that humanity is not thriving, that in fact, they're barely surviving. Aon recently did a survey and found out the number one priority for employers around the world is actually increasing employee well-being. That's above and beyond increasing revenue or profits. That's because employers are recognizing that they're ill-equipped to meet the needs of their employee base today. See, historically, employers have had only two real options at their disposal. When an employee has a challenging season of life, they can point them to a reactionary counseling service like an EAP. On the other hand, employers can provide executive coaching services. But when you bring them together, they're largely ignoring 90% of their employee base. That's untenable in the environment we find ourselves today, in the great resignation and quiet quitting. But who can they trust to actually proactively and personally serve the majority of their employees? Well, enter Forte. We're actually going to be known for serving the majority of the employees for the majority seasons of their life. That's because we're designed for both the healthy and the hurting. We're designed to serve all humans. Let's take Sally, who is a young mom and a frontline healthcare worker who has things in her hearts and minds that she wants to process. Well, she doesn't want to burden her partner, and she doesn't necessarily want to have an awkward conversation with her colleagues or her friends. So she gets on our web application in less than 2 minutes, selects one of our certified trained guides, and books a call for the very next day. Our guide calls her, so there's no numbers to remember, and she gets introduced to the service. Her guide tells her there's no topic off limits, and there's nothing too trivial or unimportant that she can't process with her guide. So she has these regular calls with her guides, and all the while, she's meaningfully engaging in our content, both of which is improving her ability to improve her well-being. And she, along with hundreds of employees on our platform, have told us that this service is core to their ability to thrive both personally and professionally. See, we're building much more than just another mental health company. Unlike other providers who take an existing certification to put on their platform, we created our own proprietary methodology that combines sacred truths and science so that we can actually serve the majority of the employees for the majority seasons of their life. And because of that proprietary methodology, we can create a rapidly scalable guide pool, one that's representative and inclusive, but also able to meet the demands that we're all experiencing. And we know it works. Employers around the United States are experiencing industry-shattering results, both in terms of engagement, but 97% of the employees on our platform are saying their well-being's improved. 98% of them are saying that they're more productive and focused at work because of our service. Now, employers or customers are able to unlock this productive workforce because for the first time, we can help their employees thrive personally from 5 to 9. And when they do, they're able to thrive professionally from 9 to 5. We also provide anonymized organizational data that enables that employer to better steward their employees into the unknown future. All of this for a price of coffee per employee per month, creating an exceptionally high ROI for the employer and creating a benefit that the employees will use and enjoy regularly. We had a Fortune 500 company that reached out to us last year. They had every benefit under the sun, and yet they realized they had to do more. Only 5% of their populations, tens of thousands of people, were using the benefits they had. Well, they partnered with Forte. And in 5 months, we got 30% of their hourly shift workers on our platform to regularly use the service. 97% of them said that they're more productive at work and healthier because of it. We would love for you to partner with us to scale our impact in 2 ways. Correct that. Scale our influence in 2 ways. You know, I heard Andy Crouch talk about influence being a generational thing, and we are determined to have a generational influence. The way you could do that is partnering with us in our fundraising. We're having our seed round closed in the next 2 weeks. We've got $1.6 million of committed capital, much of which came from this room. Secondly, partner with us in introductions to employers who want to personally and proactively serve their employees in this way. Thanks for joining us in this journey and this vision to transform humanity from merely surviving to thriving. Thanks.